And hello. It's time for more Genshin Impact. This is the second episode of the Fontaine update. And now, we gotta go to Lenny's house. I'm struggling to know, is it Lenny or Lenny? Like Len or Lin? I'm gonna go with Lenny. Because the fact there's no E before the... I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna go with Lenny, though. Is this their house?
This is our current abode.
Current? Oh, you're renting? I'm sorry.
Ah, Fremine, you're home. Where did everyone else go? I have some new friends that I would like to introduce.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
Where'd they go?
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped.
Father? Who be father, though?
Allow me to introduce you to my little brother.
Don't tell me it's the
Fremine.
doctor.
He is a phenomenal diver.
So he should be able to survive when everything floods.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
It's always Paimon is
You
Paimon.
sound very proud to have a diver as a brother, Lenny.
Then he sure seems to have a big family. I bet it's one of those, they're all orphans, but kind of come together like to form a family type family. Considering the fact that none of them look alike, and a matter of fact, one of them is a cat
Lenny,
person.
could you come here for a moment?
Oh, you don't want us to hear.
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me?
That's right, you go ahead. Yeah, they may end up turning on us if the doctor is who Father is. But they shouldn't trust the doctor. He doesn't care about anybody but himself.
Okay, I see.
Something troublesome?
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. We were just discussing a little housework. Sorry for the interruption.
I doubt it.
Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Fremine?
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials.
Is the doctor going to
I
cause
was
the flooding?
about to give them to you.
I can see that being the case.
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
Oh, it's starting to rain. Is there going to be a worry about the rising water levels? He's just getting the back of his neck wet by running like that.
Looks like rain.
It does.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago? Fontaine's weather sure is weird.
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House, but don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
That's understandable considering hydro. What's wrong, Fremine?
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe. It's
Tell
said
us.
that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went, every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
Could the Hydro Dragon be the elemental dragon of Fontaine? Another one like the elemental dragon of Tevat? Another one of the elemental dragons of Tevat? Let's
If
go
it's
through
an
everyone.
elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual.
No, it wouldn't.
Let Paimon try something.
What's Paimon gonna try?
Hydro dragon, don't cry!
You tried exactly what he was talking about.
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
Don't spit on what his mother
You
told him.
know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism.
Ooh.
Or could at least play along.
Sorry, it might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers.
After some time, the rain stops. Just because you never met someone doesn't mean they don't exist.
Hmm.
I never met The Rock,
It rained
but
for
Dwayne
longer
Johnson
than I
exists.
suspected. Oh, it's already getting late.
We did wait for the
Was
rain
there
to
something
stop.
you needed to do, Linny?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way to catch the last aqua bus of the day.
Then you
On
better
the
get
day of
going.
the performance, just ride the aqua bus to the island of Aeneas. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
Sounds good. You go ahead, Lenny. See you at the performance.
Oh, are you leaving now?
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. You feel nervous delivering the materials for the magic pockets, is that it? Perhaps we could trouble the traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop and deliver them to the owner there? I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted,
I feel that.
and the boss there tends to be pretty talkative. Fremine has always been a little afraid of her.
Completely understandable.
Trouble at all. Don't worry, we're on the case.
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks. I'll think of a way to make it up to you.
Oh, no need. This will be a walk in the park for us.
All right. So now we got to go to the Beaumont workshop. We don't have it on the map, really. So we should probably go get the Statue of the Seven so we can open up the map area.
The tea here just keeps
All right. So is this the best way to get there? I don't know the best way to maneuver the city. I feel like it's up above. Although the workshop's right here, so yeah.
Hello? Is there anyone here?
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
No, we're
we
here for
just
something
need
else.
to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making, what were they called again?
Magic pockets?
Ah, these must be for Magic Pockets. I
Yup.
could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now.
Do we need to pay?
No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount. But they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run. It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
Whoa. So, is Linny actually loaded?
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's good money to be made being a magician in Fontaine.
Hey, is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
It does.
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology. And wasting is a kind of crime.
Well, sometimes you can't be your soul into it
Where
unless
does
you
a
do it by
big
hand.
machine like that get its power from?
Well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for you.
Try it.
But basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's produced from trials.
Huh? How can trials produce energy?
Recycling the energy that people put out into the atmosphere?
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself, but basically, when a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in justice
The what
and
now?
converts it into energy to be used all around Fontaine.
The what now?
So that's what its other function is?
Shady and Trip. She just said that all straight.
The Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments. But Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines?
Well, Venti and Nahida both said the gods rely on belief to obtain power.
Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
So is it their belief on
Even though
who's
I've
right
never
in a
heard
trial?
anyone really put it that way before. It sounds like it makes sense. Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia. It
Almost looks
isn't
like
produced
pneumonia.
by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away.
Who are you?
Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few words with me.
She might though.
You again! Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month?
Ah, thugs!
Why are you hounding me now?
Will we beat them up?
But how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no, 70%.
That is complete and total robbery.
You...
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
No, but these are the only two options we have. Sounds like a usual case of someone owing somebody else money.
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts first?
This
If
fraud.
Confrérie of Cabriere
Towards
wants
a
to poach
sibling.
clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
How about you turn to talk to them?
You're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
Is there an echo?
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
We're
Hi, you
surprised to see
scoundrel.
you too. What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
Sure seem to have run into a lot of friends today. Fontaine really is a curious place. Let's go with this. I'm not counting him as a friend. I still want him to fall on his face.
I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring.
Yeah, it's gonna heat up.
But it seems that fate brought our paths together today.
Sure did.
Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble.
Hooray for
Either way you
you.
look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
I feel insulted.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting.
True.
Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
I think we've already weathered enough storms for now. I don't mind a little excitement every now and then. Let's go with the first one.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
What, your
Don't
payment?
interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends?
Yes.
Listen to me, boy. If you want your mora, fine. Why don't you come and take it?
Hey, I just
I
said
don't
not to
think
interrupt.
he knows who he's messing
by
with.
the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said,
What's he say?
Hey, that's way over the line. All right, boys, let's see who has to pay up now.
Can I beat them for you? I
"Can
haven't
you
liked
at
them
least
since
let
the
me
start.
finish one sentence?" Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients,
Then let me do it.
you're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
Okay, sure.
I'm sure this won't take long.
Nah, it wouldn't. But I'll probably be fighting as him.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Who you shooting?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank?
He's a harbinger.
Wait, don't tell me you're...
A harbinger, yeah.
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Got it? Huh?
His water got turned off. Ooh, he might have to go to court.
Now's my chance!
You still think that you could beat Child? That sounds kind of bad.
Huh. That was weird.
Do you think maybe it was the Hydro Archon? What happened? Are you feeling all right?
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control
there
of
they
my
go.
hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
Maybe it happens to crooked people.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
You better not use your delusion too often. I don't have a vision, so don't ask me.
So
Go
what
with the
are you
first one.
doing in Fontaine,
He has-
child?
He has little
No
siblings to take
work
care
for
of.
Northland Bank?
Probably is.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
But did Suser find out that you've been lying to
What
him?
kind of reason is
You
that?
scoundrel.
Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
Even
I don't know.
sociopaths have to feel down
Maybe I
sometimes.
still have a lot to learn about myself.
Right? Or maybe
But
not. Maybe that's the point of
recently-
being a sociopath.
There seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
I think he's discovered depression.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
This is his version of Spider-Man 2,
That is a possibility.
where Peter loses all of his powers. Can't shoot webs anymore because he just feels miserable. So, about this power, do you have any idea where it came from?
I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss. It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk. She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
But what is it? What did you awaken?
Is it Venom?
She never
The symbiote?
explained that. But my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
Well, it's probably because you were in the water.
Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the one?
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
So you used
So-
the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted to Paimon.
So what would have happened if you saw a platypus instead? Is that what you would be attacking us with? It's very possible that the power inside you is connected to your incident in the abyss.
So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
I hasn't seen her in a long time.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of ghost story.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going.
What? More work for the Northland Bank?
And no, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Is he talking about Genius Invocation?
Champion duelists? You mean it's their job to duel?
Please tell me it's about Genius Invocation.
Yep, in Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court,
Never mind.
they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist. The champion duelists are all-powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial. And the worst case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel.
Oh, yeah, that's
Though
pretty
it's
bad.
rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty. From what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death.
Just died in the
So
duel.
really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently, the one I'm meeting today, Clorinde, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
Well, that's child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before. Clorinde.
When we met the Hydro Archon.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
Of what?
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel, so I think I'll be better off without it for now.
What if it not
Besides,
working has
I
something to
just
do with a
need you to
duel?
hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
What if you lose, though?
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
That sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon.
Maybe he's just happy to see us. We lifted his
We don't have much to
spirits.
do for now. We might as well walk around and see the city before Lenny's performance.
I think the walking around the city I would like to do is under Paimon's enthusiastic leadership, you walk all around the court of Fontaine. I'd like to get to the Statue of the Seven.
Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along!
Hey, don't blurt it out, Paimon. It's rude to spoil the mystery for everyone else.
Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Whew. Paimon never saw that twist coming. The murder mystery novels here are amazing.
Never thought I'd see the day when Paimon would enjoy reading. Do you have any idea how long we were loitering here?
The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style of novels are more, well, novel. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too.
You already spoiled who the murderer is.
Oh, sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next time. Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the Opera House to see Lenny's performance soon? It's almost time for the show to start, so we should get going.
Okay, let's go.
Lenny said that the Opera House is on Aranias, so let's go ride the Aqua Bus.
To the Aqua Bus. Wait, what was that? What is that on the map? It's glowing blue. All right, let's see if we can go up and we can get this Statue of the Seven. I want a map of the city. Well, would you look at that? It's not what I was looking for, but it's something. Teleport waypoint? Yes, yes, yes. That are the Steambird. Oh, this must be the Steambird headquarters. I don't know how to get up there. Ooh, the Court of Fontaine. This is just where we were. Guess we're just gonna go back to the fountain, huh? Wait, I don't know where I'm going. This is why I wanted to get a Statue of the Seven. We're gonna have to fight those at some point. I just know it. Alright, let's head up. We can go faster. Oh, another waypoint. Yo, how much higher do I gotta go to get the statue? Guess I'll just have to leave it alone for now. Hey, it's Catherine! I really don't know if I'm getting closer or further. I don't know where I'm going. I guess we would take the same aqua bus. Who did this to you, and how can I get you away from them? I don't know how I'm supposed to get that statue of the 7. I also don't know how to get to the aqua bus. Wow. They really mistreat their dogs here, don't they? Port of Dew in Springs added to the archives. Keep saying that we're further away from where we're trying to go. Wait. All the way up there. How do you get all the way up there? By an elevator? Come on. Let's get this waypoint. Make sure we can teleport all around the city. I'm gonna be real. The fancy outfits around here, I'm not liking them. Yeah, the colors are right. I don't really like the design. Why are these kids tripping out? Why is it just standing here? Really, those things are going to turn on us at some point. I just know it. It's going to be iRobot up in here. And they ain't going to be ready for it. But I'm going to have to fight them. I just know it. Well, this is full circle.
Scry the sky.
Scry the sky? No. All right, that's Lenny's place. Where do I go? I'm so lost. Ooh, over here. Don't mind me. Just found some vegetables on the ground, not in your stand. Yeah, I'm completely lost. And I can't get to the statue of the 7 to find out where I'm going. Maybe going in here is the answer to everything? It is! Alright, looks like we gotta go up. I don't know if Florence would go on. They didn't tell me. I guess we'll just keep going up until it says that we're at the right height. Supposed to probably just go one at a time. This isn't it. Next. Still no. Next. Lower. Why are they trying to confuse me so bad? Now it says higher. Bro. Wait. Ooh. Anything else around here to find? Why is there no one here? Wait for the aqua bus. After a while. I almost dove into the water when I'm just trying to get on here. Elfane, hi. How do you do? You look like the mix between a Care Bear and maybe a goat. So when does the... Immediately. Well, thanks for letting me talk.
Welcome to the Navia line. I am Elfan.
Hi, Elfan.
The boat will be departing imminently.
I thought we were already
Please
departing.
do not stick your head, hands, or other body parts outside the boat. The Aquabus operator is not responsible for any accidents or injuries resulting from doing so.
Okay.
Also, please remember to buy the Steambird, though I don't read it myself.
Why not? Is there a specific reason why you don't read it yourself?
The destination of the current tour is Erinias. Points of interest worth visiting include the Fountain of Lucine and the Opera Epiclese.
Mm-hmm.
If you look to the left in the direction we are currently traveling, you will see the famous Fontaine Research Institute up in the sky.
How?
An experiment gone wrong turned a new sightseeing opportunity. Human ingenuity truly is a wondrous thing.
Sure, let's go with that. Got any more things to point out? Like maybe that tower that's swirling? That's not really swirling itself. But it looks like it could be a mirage with all the swirly clouds going around it.
We are now approaching our final destination. Please be sure to bring all your personal belongings with you as you disembark.
Wait,
Even though
final
I
destination?
won't take any forgotten items to the lost and found, the paperwork is rather annoying, as Melusine hands are not suitable for grasping pens. Please be careful when disembarking. It has been my honor to be your tour guide this trip. Thank you.
Has it really though? Has it like really? Kept waiting for her to say more things, but she only talked about the one place, which we'll probably have to go to at some point based on, you know, things. Go to the Fountain Plaza in front of the Opera House. Investigates. Potato! Alright, let's go. Ooh, some sparkling over here. A rainbow rose. Delicate and tender pink flower despite the name. Ooh. Waypoint! What's that book? What's that book on the map? You know what? I'm not going to worry about it right now. Alright, let's continue going down. Are those birds available for killing for eating? Or is it like a crime to attack them? Ooh, I'm sure it's probably a crime to go in the fountain, but I don't care. I'm going in the fountain. I need this. You saw nothing. I can continue on to the Opera House. Puppy! Hi, puppy. Hi, puppy. I wish they invented a mechanic where you can pet the dogs. That'd be great. I hate the fact that all I can do is stare at you while you wag at me all cute-like. I can't. If I can't pet it, I just have to leave. I feel like I'm just teasing it then. I can't give it a treat either. Ooh, another waypoint. Oh no, it's a pompous pup. Are you doing your patrols properly, puppy? You not hate your tail like that? Ridiculous. Ooh, water features. And click. Ooh, pretty. All right, keep it going. And cutscene.
Whoa! Now this is fancy! The Opera Epiclese. What a place to hold a performance! No wonder Linny and Lynette were looking forward to it. Huh. Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child. We pray.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
Isn't that what he said?
I guess if they're our kid, then there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
That's not true at all. There's no guarantees.
This is one of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
Vache.
Who said what now? Huh? Oh, this again.
What's wrong?
Nothing, just a vache.
Vache.
Did you say something, Paimon? Oh, come on, we've been through this before.
Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing things?
Was it the previous Archon again? Strange, whose voice was that just now?
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontaine converges here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
I think there's a different way to get them.
You scared Paimon. When did you get here?
When he asked me to wait here for you, remember?
I do.
Right.
By the way, Lynette, I seem to hear a faint voice just now.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
It seemed as if the voice was coming from the fountain.
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you?
No.
Besides, it's the middle of the day. It's not the time for eerie things.
I see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard. In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element.
Hypersensitivity?
Others in my family have had similar experiences.
It's because of his sensitivity to the hydro element?
I just got the hydro
What
element last
would hearing a
episode.
voice have to do with elemental power?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait,
Whenever she can't eat.
what does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me. When do you cry?
When there's no food left and she's still hungry.
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's really, really scared.
These are all great
And you should
examples.
understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I
I
just
think they
mentioned,
contain salt.
the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
Huh, that's an interesting explanation. Not sure whether I buy it, though.
So, what did the voice say?
It seemed to be calling out someone's name.
Huh. If you were hearing their emotions, then Paimon wonders what happened to them.
Rather than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother first.
Yeah, we need to
Don't
get to
let
his
that calm
performance.
look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance.
I feel that.
So chatting with Linny might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Let's go in and see Linny.
I'll say I did a performance once back in high school, and as my performance was going on, coming up, I had to use the bathroom. Then I had to pee again. And then I was the next one, and I had to pee again. And then I went and performed. And then when I got off stage, I went to go pee again. No, I did not have a lot to drink that day. I had a normal amount. And within half an hour, I peed 4 times. That's how the nervousness got to me. Some may say that was TMI. I don't think so. I didn't get descriptive about it. I just said I had to pee. All right. Open the doors. Please. Enter Opera House. Okay, let's do it. So what we finna see in here? Lenny!
Ah, Traveler and Paimon. Good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Yep, we here.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking forward to it.
So much so that we kept it all in the
I
same
can
episode.
tell, judging by how early you've arrived.
Oh, we're early?
But you're actually right on time.
Then we're
The
not
audience
early.
Still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which
Then we
means
are early.
now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment. I'll fetch the tickets.
Okay. What's gonna happen next?
The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Thank you.
Ooh, front row seats! Thanks, Lenny!
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Lenny! Could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Sure. Let's get busy. Let's say sure.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Lenny.
We're gonna see some magical, mystical performance, like for real, for real. I hope it's not gonna be one of those things where they like kind of skip over. It's just like you see a performance, and that's the whole sentence. Ooh. Front row. Who are we next to?
Oh, these should be our seats. Come on, let's sit down.
Are you actually gonna sit? You're not gonna block people behind you if you're still floating, are you, Paimon? That's
Uh,
that's.
uh,
Do you need to say something to the person you sit next to? I would hate that. Just calmly wait.
hey, traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still. It's kinda awkward if we don't say anything.
No, it's not. Isn't that usually your job?
You little... Of course you put this on Paimon.
This isn't my
Excuse
job, it's
me.
yours.
I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry.
That's
I
quite
would be
alright.
perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh, so you heard all of that, did ya? Boy, you sure have good ears. Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down.
You don't know how reverb works.
Wait, that's not it. Paimon's sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So let's talk. But what should we talk about?
This is getting even more awkward.
Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Oh, so you're not friends with Linny then? Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Paimon nearly forgot to make her introduction. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tevat. And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Nervalet?
Ah, Mr. Linney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Wait, Nervillet? Could he be...
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Nervillet is.
No, you spoiled the
Allow me to
introduction.
introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Whoa!
I hope that's
Sorry
true.
for being so rude just now.
That he's actually a
I had
justice.
no idea you were such an important person.
I'd hate for him
No
to be
offense
part
taken.
of the Fatsui.
Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really. And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to.
It's about
There's
floating
someone
objects.
sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now.
Ah,
I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression.
this will be the second
So I
one. The
think
first
you
one
should
wasn't
take
that good.
notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
What you want up there?
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon.
Paimon doesn't seem interested.
She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
Where's everybody else?
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
That's a little worrisome.
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Yay! The show's finally about to start! Paimon can hardly wait! Paimon's never seen a real live magic show before!
Well, you've seen plenty of magic. The crowds enter the venue, and the curtains open for the show to begin. Paimon, down in front.
Oh, they're dimming the lights! The show must be starting!
Hush up, Paimon.
Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
It's a struggle.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny.
Hi, Lenny.
And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
How warm it need to be?
Hello, everyone.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Isn't she always like this?
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So,
Sure it is.
I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today.
Okay.
Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show.
Worrisome.
That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Worrisome.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Shut up, Paimon.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations.
I thought you were already done with
I know
preparations.
you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say.
What's that light?
You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear.
Oh, it's a cutscene
or
cutscene
appear.
now.
The possibilities are endless.
Please don't let it be a rabbit. Oh, it floats. It's a pigeon.
But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before.
Of course.
So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky.
Well, it's a trick, isn't it?
Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes.
Also, she could have easily gotten her vision back when she was off stage. I thought cats hated water.
It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully.
It's part of the show still, I bet.
With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do.
Out of her clothes.
Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Is that it for the whole magic show? That's only supposed to be like the introduction to a trial.
Paimon didn't seem to do anything.
Down in front, Paimon.
Inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
What a show.
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To
True.
appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up and trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
But that's the fun part, is trying to figure out how they did it.
Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing.
She did it very fast, too.
Thank you, everyone. I'm glad
Where'd she
you
go?
enjoyed that
She disappeared again.
performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough, but Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member. Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes, and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience.
Okay.
I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap.
Which one of us is
Our
going to be
lucky audience
participating?
member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow, how's he gonna do this? Hey,
Shut up,
do you
Paimon.
think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
I'm sure we can spot how he does it. Let's watch and see.
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector. It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate.
It's going to be us, the Justice,
Now then,
or the Archon.
Let's begin. Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute. Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box.
I was definitely thinking it was going to be
I'm
somebody that we
sorry,
were introduced
it might be
to.
a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible.
She looks like she'll have
You
plenty
don't
of
need
space.
to do anything.
As
but
long
no
as she's not
matter what
claustrophobic.
strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meropide.
Oh, okay.
Check to make sure your audience member is not claustrophobic.
All right. Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown?
For a full minute.
Like this. 60, 59, 58. Just
57,
keep counting
56,
down. You can go a
55,
little faster or
54,
slower if you like.
53.
I won't be able to see
52,
anything in the pitch black
51,
box, so I'll be relying on your
50,
voices to know when time
49,
is up.
48.
Oh, and no tricks now.
Have we
If
not
you
started?
quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh! Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that!
Shut up, Paimon. Sure, Lenny's prepared. The whole crowd counted together. You couldn't even if you wanted to.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together. Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59,
58, 57.
60, 59, 58!
No, that's not how it works.
That's right, perfect.
You're supposed to start
Keep it going.
with him.
All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
Yeah, I'm not joining in because I don't know where they're starting.
53, 52?
Calm down, Paimon.
Why aren't you counting, Nervalet?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is.
Are you sure about
Merely a
that?
consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
Oh, alright. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something. 40, 39, 38!
Mr. Lenny, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, midair right above the audience.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all.
I think it's all part of the show. Maybe he's just supremely confident about his abilities. Dang.
What was that noise? Did you hear it too?
Maybe it was to divert our attention.
Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it. 25! 24!
Oh, we're at like 3 already.
What's wrong, Mr. Lenny? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
We do not have 20 seconds.
19! 18! 17!
Timing is way off.
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
10!
Almost there now. Whew. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly.
Oh, they've given you like 3 to 5 minutes already.
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Ta-da!
What about the audience member? Oh no, the assistant. I don't know about the audience member, but the assistant.
magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Dun dun dun.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
Okay, calm down.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
After some time, the guards complete their investigation.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His
Wow.
name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linny's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance.
Somebody tampered with it.
And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
Ooh.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
I'm gonna pull it off like this, in front of an audience including the Archon and the Chief Justice.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly?
You're off.
I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linney, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
He looks like he's 17. Hasn't this been going on for 20 years?
This whole thing was an accident.
No, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not?
How's that tie together?
Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
That can't be right. How can Linny do this?
She's off.
He was in the box on the stage the entire time. We can even hear his voice. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
He's a suspect at most. It's hard to believe all this happened during the show. I'm going with he's a suspect at most.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linney and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
Huh? I just think that I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
But
then
what
shut
Lady
up.
Farina said just now makes perfect sense.
No, it doesn't.
Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
Oh, gosh. Look what you set off.
Of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing. That's right. I mean you, Traveler. You'll support Linny, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met.
I trust Linny. I don't trust you. Although I feel like she's just...
No problem at all. You know, the Traveler and I already had a duel.
She's just too eccentric.
We met. But
No, we
with
didn't.
Linny's
We didn't
help,
duel.
our little duel ended in a draw. But draws really are the most boring possible outcome. So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
wasn't a draw. She obviously lost last time.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order. Well, Traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights.
Or she has.
But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's attorney and defend him in this case?
Yes, I am. But I don't have a law degree.
Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth.
Okay.
Linney and his troupe are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot outlander can build in such a short amount of time. I'm really quite looking forward to hearing it.
Everyone is dismissed and the audience begins to leave along with Farina and Nouvellette.
Lenny!
He's probably really distraught right now.
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
Nah.
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing an accident like that?
I mean, in real life I would. In game,
Yeah,
a little less.
I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? And poor Cal. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
No.
Good to hear. Thank you so much for trusting me. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left is confusion. I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not, and I don't know why poor Cal was in the box. As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to figure out what they did. Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
Yes, it is very strange. But there's no denying what happened.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate! As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
Where did you get those glasses? And mustache?
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh?
Where'd you get the Mora?
Don't worry. Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
You have savings?
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
Don't encourage her.
Good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self. But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
Okay.
Yes, thank you so much.
I won't let you down. I'm used to this sort of thing.
Yeah, just leave it to us.
Take those off, Paimon.
Oh, since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Ah, well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
Attorney-client privilege.
Are past saving, Linny.
Yep.
I suppose you're right.
You have to spoil it.
The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial.
Yep.
'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it. But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it. We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the seating areas.
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon is on the case!
That's reassuring.
going.
Can you take those off, Paimon? We're Lenny and Lynette's attorneys.
Ah, I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned.
I won't stop
I'll be
harassing.
perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see.
A whole world of pure
The deceased
imagination.
is one of Linny's assistants, named Cowell.
How'd you get the chalk on the ground in
Even
the
though he
water?
hadn't joined the troop long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowell inside it.
Why was Cal inside?
This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident. If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
But he doesn't have a motive.
He would be the only person getting in trouble.
Are you both good friends of his?
We met him yesterday.
You can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys. I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand.
He didn't convince us to be his attorneys.
I've seen
Farina
a lot
forced
of
us into that
cases,
position.
And I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence.
I can agree with that. But that's not always true. People can also be the most reliable evidence.
Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good. Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
Maybe we will. You can use case record to confirm your current evidence, and clue collection situation, and sort case-related information. You can check as yet undiscovered evidence and clues in the case record, and investigate the corresponding area to locate them. Use the perception skill to find evidence and clues that can be investigated within a certain radius around yourself. This will advance your overall progress. Guards investigation report. The investigation from the guards indicates that the fireworks launched at the tail end of the magic performance set the rope dangling the water tank alight, causing the tank to fall and kill Cowell, who was within it. It seems evident that Linny is the likeliest user of the prop to commit the crime. However, the reason for the victim being Cowell, and the reason for the chosen lady's disappearance remains mysteries. Deceased identity. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants named Cowell. He was well trusted by all his colleagues. His job was setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. Here's the thing, though. Dude was wearing a mask the whole time. Examine the white line. This is where the magic box was struck. If Cowell wasn't inside the box at that moment, he might have dodged the falling water tank. Use the perception skill. Examine the damaged box. The broken magic box was left on the scene where the guards completed their investigation. Looking at it now, the water tank must have struck it really hard. Ooh,
so
the rope.
This is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right.
The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks?
So either Lenny didn't realize this was a safety concern, or...
Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler?
I'm just looking where the rope snapped.
Whoa. Look! This bit is made from different material! Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
It seems to be flammable, like a type of flash cotton.
Huh. So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it, then that means...
It was set up to fall.
Why don't you write all this down? Let's take notes.
Special rope. This rope was used to suspend the water tank. It suddenly broke when the fireworks were being launched on stage. The investigation has shown that the location where the rope snapped was made of flammable material. All right, next, talk to this guard. Maurice, what you guys say?
Hello there. What are you investigating?
Probably who's been in or out?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troupe members are currently considered prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
Could you tell us who she is? We're Lenny and Lynette's attorneys.
Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person.
Smart.
Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself.
You sure she's not a singer?
Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show. The Magic Troupe members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troupe at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
Well, how did the other disappearances happen exactly?
Previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
Okay then.
Thanks for letting us know all this.
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us.
Okay. She has a very generic look,
It's of
though.
utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
Information about the missing lady's identity. Halsey is the missing person. She's a famous painter and came to watch the magic show in order to take a break from her own creative work. She isn't known to have been entangled in quarrels with any of the members of Lenny's magic troupe. I want to see some. Person.
I see that you're investigating the area.
Yep.
Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too.
And?
If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, all right?
Why should I?
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first?
Go for it.
The way I see it. And I'll start it with that loud thud.
The thud? Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Lenny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
Sure.
That makes sense. So, what do you make of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Lenny's accomplice, Lynette perhaps, jumping atop the water tank or something like that.
You're off.
And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
We already know that's not true.
Wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing.
Then wouldn't the water tank have started to swing a bit in that case?
Oh, that's true. I suppose I must reconsider.
He just wants to play a detective, but he's not good at it.
That does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
Strange sound during the magic show. During the switching performance, there was an audible thud that many audience members heard. Lenny just said that he knocks a prop over and was trying to readjust it, though. At least that's what he said while he was in the box. It looks like an ordinary box, but Lenny somehow moved instantly from the stage to being inside of it. How did he do it? Oh, this is one of the clues that we gotta find. Hold up. All right, so we come up on stage. I think one of the big clues is going to be talking to one of these guys. He's talking to Quentin.
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
No.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Lenny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector? There's something wrong with it?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
I can fulfill it.
Lenny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
Okay.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time. I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance. In other words, Lenny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
That much checks out. Lenny reserved our seats for us too.
Bet you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Lenny.
Thanks, sorry to bother you.
Even though it's bad for Lenny's case, Paimon had better write it down.
Random number selector. This device was used during Lenny's magic performance to choose a lucky member of the audience. However, the guards have found that it will generate the exact same number no matter what. Clearly, someone has tampered with it. All right. Now we have one more to find. Up there. Hold on. There's no one else? Just Molly. Yep, just Molly. Hi, Molly. Oops.
Lenny's still talking to the guards. It seems he'll have a lot of explaining to do. I think someone will be assigned to monitor us later, but that's alright.
As long as you make it through the case. Molly.
Lenny's still talking to the guards.
I'm talking to Molly!
It seems he'll have a lot of explaining to do. I think someone will be assigned...
Molly.
Lenny's still talking to the guards. It seems he'll have a lot of explaining to do. I think someone will be assigned to monitor us later, but...
Wait. So that's not it? Oh.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
And?
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No?
Yes.
And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
No, we're not.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula?
Nope.
From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it.
Okay, and?
I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president.
Good for you. Can we go back to investigating now?
though those who play by our rules call me boss.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
So going gold or bronze?
I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president. Melus and the others are still used to my previous title.
Which was?
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No, no need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rasula anyway.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
So you want to investigate as well?
That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
Really? We think so too! That's why we're looking for clues now. But how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition.
Okay.
Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she?
Yep.
But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember,
Doesn't seem like it.
the justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away.
And she still got carried away anyway.
A trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her.
Well, when you put it like that.
All right, I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
Which is?
Wait a minute, did that answer count?
Well, I say it does. But don't worry.
I'd say it does too,
You
actually.
won't hear any pointless questions from me. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
No. Because then you want to put on trials just for entertainment purposes. Regardless of what happened. Not always.
And why would that be?
Doing so makes it easy for the truth to fall by the wayside. Something serious like a trial shouldn't be treated like entertainment. Second one is more how I feel.
See, Silver and Melus? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, Demoiselle. I too think that the Traveler's response was most excellent.
Thank
No
you.
matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact.
Correct.
If that can be done, boss, then...
All right, that's quite enough, Melus. Anyway, I like your answer. You passed with flying colors.
Woohoo!
Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
We're wearing a lot of hats now.
Since when did we become assistants?
Hmm? Oh, well, I can be the assistant. Sure. Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
Okay.
That's more like it.
I think you're missing the point, Paimon. Seems like you've already agreed then.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth. You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
Seems logical.
You have a point. Huh. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister? And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
Seems very quiet.
I have nothing to add.
Oh, alrighty then.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Linny's tricks. Thanks!
Why? You want to know how you did them? All right, we still got one more clue to find. So there shouldn't be anything around them. Hi, can we talk to you, Tristane?
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case.
We're just talking to whoever we can.
Always guarding this entrance.
Yes, after the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection.
How strict are we talking?
The missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
What about during the show?
I doubt there was much opportunity then either.
How can you be so sure,
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time. I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck.
Darn,
But
couldn't
still,
see someone get
I
murdered.
did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave.
You got a back entrance?
We Melazines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
No, I don't know.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here.
Is that evidence?
Alright, thank you for your help. This will be useful info.
If she couldn't have left through here, there should definitely be other exits. But if there isn't, she'd still be here. Entrances and exits to the Opera House. No one left the Opera House during the magic show. And after the incident happened, only those who had their identities cleared by the guards could leave.
We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going.
Let's go talk to them.
Shall we? Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh? We're about
To see how the magic is made.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You can't?
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
Oh, she didn't say duty.
You've arrived. Who's this?
This is the boss.
I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and will be helping investigate this whole situation. And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
Whatever gets the job
New
done.
helpers? I would be most grateful.
Whatever gets the job done.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back of the door isn't the same.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
Wait, does that mean there's another box inside this one?
Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
And this passage linked the two boxes together.
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The two magic boxes are positioned right above the two entrances of the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely.
So he never would have seen her.
The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
And what about your side of the trick?
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And how'd you come out?
What about Lynette? Where was she?
Was she your body double?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting!
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
That's what I was thinking.
We are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who. And
you're not the same species.
Part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So that's how it all worked! Wow, every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last!
I can tell a lot of thought was put into this.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime, so Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
It's not part of his show.
We're counting on you.
The magic trick. Linny gave a detailed account of how the trick was supposed to work by using a box inside a box. The idea was for the box containing the audience member to be transported across via a tunnel underneath. And Lenny himself would also use this tunnel to get to the other side. Meanwhile, having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge of onstage interactions. Onstage magic box structure. The magic box on stage had an additional layer to the rear, in which Lynette and Lenny's clothes remained hidden, while she appear at the end of the magic trick and lead people to believe that Lenny had been able to instantly move the box on the other side. Audience side magic box structure. The magic box at the center of the audience stands has two layers, and beneath it is an entrance to an underground tunnel. This is how the lucky audience member was meant to have been transported without the audience knowing. You know what? We're running kind of long, so I think I should actually end it here. So that'll be can we get that off the screen? Okay. That'll be it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, deuces. I think this is going to be important. But yeah. Deuces.
So I wrote it in the rhyme. The Reverend Doctor got an 8K, wet working. The roaches get the race spray. My weak rhyme, my body, your best verses on game day. I touch the crowns of self-entitled kings. You leave the heat like LeBron when I melt your idols' vital things. This is Malcolm and Martin, Million Man March in Sparta, mixed with a legion of angels surrounding sons and daughters. Simon Peter with a desert eagle, waving it at Caesar. So if I was you, I probably wouldn't